Your mental resilience will get you through the tough times, and your constant persistence will create way for the good times. Guys, you have to keep pushing forward no matter what. No matter what circumstance comes your way, you have to push that envelope. Everybody's going through it. And I'll keep it real. In my situation in my life, I got things going on myself. I done had $2,500 worth of merchandise stolen. I was in an accident, unfortunately. And I've just had some poor interactions with certain people. So with that being said, I just want to let y'all know that that's life. You know, I woke up this morning and I didn't feel too bad about it. And it didn't even cross my mind, all the things happening to me, until a couple hours into the day, because I was so focused on the goals and tasks that I have at hand that I wasn't bothered by the situations of my past. And a lot of people around my circle who see the way I handle my situations, surely I can say they're impressed, first and foremost. Second of all, they are trying to create a sense of sympathy and cast that on me. And I just want to let them know, like, hey, it's life. Things happen. You just have to put yourself in a position to where you're able to afford mistakes, because we all make mistakes. But always be careful, because certain mistakes you can't afford, right? So this is just a learning lesson. Always be on your tip, man. Always be on your P's and Q's. Always be on your grind, right? This chapter of my life, I'm steadily graduating and progressing better and better and better every day. I just have to stay locked in, and my mind has to be forged mentally, because a lot of opportunities are coming my way. A lot of distractions are knocking at my front door. You know, a lot more women are having more interest in me, right? Ever since I started posting content every single day, I'm having a lot of brands want to work with me and do sponsorships. You know, just me being myself, right? I don't try to get on the internet and be something I'm not. I just really shoot for the moon, right? In terms of who I am as a person. And I just think that those who resonate with me, those who see a bit of themselves in who I am, will come this way. It's really that simple. But you have to see the vision. And that is the point I want to drive home today, is that the only way you're going to get through your hard times is you have to see the vision. When somebody asks you where you see yourself in the next 2 years, you better have a spot on answer. No hesitation, full out draft, full out summary presentation, description, because you need to practice visualizing where you want to be so that it can become an actual reality. And then you also need to work on your confidence and your self-worth so that you can give yourself permission to imagine and think of these things, and then start working towards them and bringing them into fruition, right? So that's what we got to learn. That's what we got to, pick up the pace. We have to develop our efficiency. As individuals, we have to continuously, obviously, personally develop. But at the same time, you got to stay focused. You have to stay locked in, and you have to run tricks on your mind, overcome certain simulations that life throws at you, prepare yourself with mental scenarios to get you going, because that's the only way you're going to see success nowadays. Is you have to put in a ton and lots of effort. Like, you have to put in hours, you have to put in days worth of just figuring things out and making mistakes and coming back and doing it over again. Just to see results, you need a sacrifice. So that's just a part of life. And waking up to that reality, finding peace with that reality, taking action upon the games in this world is what's going to get you where you need to go. You need to find the strength to push forward. And I'm not asking you to change tomorrow or next week, because it takes time to develop personally. It takes time to accept specific things, right? It took me 9 months to accept the fact that nobody's gonna help me out. Family's not gonna even throw me the slightest. And that I gotta go get up and get it on my own and start taking action. That process took me 9 months. It did not happen over time. It did not happen even on a month-to-month basis. But it was a gradual upscale. It was a gradual progression. And now I'm just seeing things happening for me left and right. Just changing all the time for the better. You know, my finances getting better, my credit getting better. My physique, you know, is always in great shape, but I'm really honing on the skills of developing my nutrition, you know, my morning routine, my fitness plan personally for myself. Those are the things I'm looking at. But I'm also seeing that I need to just continuously grow and get better. Somebody asked me, how can you stay consistent so long? What are the keys to success? How do you continuously keep going? And I thought about this question. On the spot, I gave him a cliche answer. Man, you just gotta want it bad enough. Man, if you really feel like you're like that, you're gonna achieve it. If you really feel like it's destined for you, you will do whatever it takes to get it, right? I gave him that cliche answer. But the truth is, you need to be stuck in the honeymoon phase of your goals long enough to gain enough momentum to keep you going. That's how it is. You need to be naive and persistent and relentless and just on fire and hyper ambitious about your goals. If you can stay in the honeymoon phase past takeoff, you will get where you need to be in life. It's really that simple. You got to stay consistent, and eventually you'll veer into the right lane. You'll start doing the right things you need to do. You'll start making the proper adjustments for yourself. You'll start eating healthy. Your diet will change. Your physique will change. Your mentality will change. Your goals, your plans, your purpose, they will be realigned with who you are. Then, now that you have a purpose, you will be consistent with everything that you do because it's for a greater good. It's for a huge goal that you want to accomplish. And that's the way it is. Life is simple if you know what to do. If you know where the game is at, if you know where to place yourself, this life is a cakewalk. But that's the challenge. A lot of people nowadays, they just gatekeep. They just hold information. They don't want to help anyone. They don't want to bring anybody up. They want to charge the fee. They want to leverage you. They want to get theirs first before you get yours. It's treacherous. But you got to keep pushing forward, man. Like, you got to just keep going. And you need to draw strength, draw inspiration from people that you admire, people that you respect. You know, people that are where you want to be in life. People who are doing things that you could see yourself doing. That's really all it is. Saying no to the distractions. Saying no to the offers that don't benefit you. Getting out early. Getting out while you still have a chance. Don't develop and connect with people who are not doing well in life. It's a suicide mission every time. You talking goals, you talking ideas from someone who you don't admire or respect in any category is just a waste of air. Only take advice, only take heed from people who you wouldn't mind being like, who you admire, who you respect. Because that's how you get better in life. When you take information from people who don't have your best interests in heart, when you take information from people who are not the most educated, who are not the well presented, put together, that's the quality of their information. And you got to know and understand that. So don't be naive as to see what's going on in front of you. You got to take action, and you got to do what you got to do on a daily basis. It's that simple. Don't wait for nobody to come save you. Don't expect family to help you out. Don't expect anyone to care when you miss your workout, when you show up on late, when you don't have enough money to cover your rent, cover your bills. It gets ugly. And when you look yourself in the mirror and you see what's going on, then you really gonna understand that that's what people think of you. And that's where the rage, that's where the frustration and the confusion comes in. Like, how can those be so close around me, but they think nothing of me? And nothing will become anything of me if I were to go or pass soon. That's what you need to understand, that you need to protect yourself spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially, physically. Every single category, every single aisle that you walk down, you need to be covering yourself with protection so that you can resist attacks. You can resist infiltration of your base. So you need to join a community and a network of guys who are on the same path, same journey as you, because you're not alone. And when you're alone mentally, it's hard to get out of that. No one can really save you when you're by yourself mentally trying to get out of a internal conflict. Only you can rise above your situation and fight back for the better. It's that simple. Don't quit. Don't give up on your goals. Don't give up on your dreams. Keep pushing forward, especially in the gym. When you lifting them weights, there's going to be days where you don't feel like moving them an inch. There's going to be days where you can't hit 75, 80% of what you usually hit. There's going to be days where you're just moving sluggish. There's going to be days where the environment in the gym is just so uncomfortable that you don't feel like you're going to have the best or most efficient day. And you know what? None of that matters. What matters is the goals, the vision, the purpose that you see when you look yourself in the mirror, when you look out there. That's what's important. That's what matters. How do you fare against the competition? How do you respond to your adversity? How do you respond to setbacks? The best way to go about doing these things is to be consistent, keep working, keep grinding, and keep your faith, and rely on a brotherhood. If you're looking for this type of provision, if you need somebody to coach you on your physique or your mindset, book me a call, one-on-one. Shoot me a DM on Instagram. My information is below. But with that being said, y'all keep on keeping on.